Yo, congrats on your pay raise. I heard McDonald's minimum wage pays more than Lolcow yearly.
Dude,
So
yeah.
you're getting a raise, buddy.
Holy shit, yes.
Let's go! Flip those burgers, make that bread.
Yes, we're making big stacks now. I think you're actually not wrong. I'm pretty sure like we did a little bit before the stream because you're curious. I think if you do the math, working 40 hours a week.
L's. We're giving them
40 hours
a
a week.
W.
Oh, we got a donut coming in here.
Can I get a quarter pounder, please, Connor?
What did you do besides show up to the stream and mope and cry? What did you do?
For 2 weeks in a row, his job is like to collect topics for the podcast, right?
Yes.
And then the first time he couldn't do it, and then the second time he couldn't do it, he's like, "There's nothing here, Connor. Do something for me."
Connor, do something about it. And then when I actually
I suck.
yeah. And then when I actually do, he's like, "Fuck you, man. You fucking suck at your job." It's like, okay, I just did that work for you for free, but all right, bro. That's
Horrible docket that I couldn't make, so I had you make it.
How are you going to tell me what I did? You don't know what I'm doing. I've been on the Reddit this entire time. I've been like looking at Boogie's Twitter and Wings' Twitter and
so why did you need me to make a docket then? Why'd you need me to make a docket?
I'm still talking.
I feel like I didn't nail this home enough. He's claiming the work that he was doing for Lolcow Live was collecting everything going on. He was like, I was collecting stuff from Boogie's Twitter, I was collecting stuff from Wings' Twitter, but you couldn't come up with the show? He's like, all the stuff I do for the show is look at Twitter.
He's like over exaggerating. I worked so hard. I looked everywhere for topics. And did he give you like anything that he scrounged up before he like gave up on a docket? Or did you have to make a fresh docket from scratch?
No,
because like not. If that, yeah, you can look at Twitter and say like, oh, nothing's there. But if like you don't get anything out of it, that's just like wasted time. Like you can't get credit for like looking at Twitter and then deciding there's nothing to talk about. Like I don't know. That's like that's not work. That's just deciding that you can't do your job right now because there's not enough, and then trying to give it to someone else as if like Connor can magically conjure up content that you apparently can't see as like someone who's been doing YouTube drama for years.
On the phone I called him too, and I was like, well, didn't like Flaming Star just get out of jail, and like he posted about Desi or something like on Instagram, and everyone's clowning on Boogie for that? Like, isn't that a whole topic? You could talk about Flaming Star. And he's like, yeah, but I want more though. Can you just get some Reddit posts and shit? And I'm like, so you don't even want to talk about like the drama happening with the cows in the show? Like, what?
The host of Drama Alert, the @1 source of news in social media interaction, or whatever his bio used to say, can't gather drama.
Can't gather
what?
drama for...
That's literally what your show's called. Like, Drama Alert. Here's the drama I gathered.
Yeah, for once a week, by the way. Once a week.
But the docket was trash. The docket was trash.
You're reading a Reddit post. What, are you retarded? You're not going to read Reddit posts about Boogie with Boogie in the call. Are you actually just retarded? What are you talking about?
Did you just call
I'm
me
actually
retard? I'm gonna sue you.
Did you just call me retarded, bro? All right, we're sitting.
Do you call him retard twice? It like hits like dong, like he's like shell shocked.
Yeah, you can literally hear.
Oh my god,
these silences are like the moment that his like ego shatters. I actually like think that because I never see Keemstar just like speechless for like 3 seconds straight, but like twice in a row he's just totally silent.
Dude, you broke him. His demeanor in the response to all of this on Lolcow too is a lot different than in other dramas he's been in. And I know, I've seen them all, dude.
Seen them all, dude. You've been tracking Keemstar since the
I've been fucking A-logging him for years, dude.
A-logged him since day one.
What Reddit post? Tell me. What Reddit post?
The 15
Dude, that's the
Reddit
stupidest question ever. What Reddit posts? Like, the entire document is Reddit post links.
Yeah.
Like, what does he even say? He's like in delusional land. He ran out of arguments completely, so now he's just denying reality.
Yeah.
He's like, it doesn't exist. What do you mean? It was bad.
It was bad. It was boring. It was bad. It's like there's
loop. No links in there. It was bad. How could there be links?
How could that even be possible? It's just like a loop of like 3 of the same points over and over and over again, despite what I'm saying.
There. And also
what are they?
video.
What are they? What are they?
You could have read the one about you and Grace Thorpe. You could have read the one about Boogie updating Desi. You could have talked about Flaming Star and tied in Flaming Star and Desi. You could have talked about that. EDP defending Boogie in the comments. You could have brought him in and talked about EDP.
So
you could have had Boogie react about EDP.
So it's a shit.
What are you talking about? I'm sitting.
Dude. What? Just listing off all the good topics. So it's a shit docket.
So it's a shit. What? Dude, he's having like a flamenco moment.
You failed at putting together the show. It was a total L on your side. You watched it all solo, like a total retard. ADHD, drooling, having no idea what the fuck's going on.
Damn. Okay.
Immediately, right after he hears that, immediately changes it for the next show.
Yeah, it's so true.
He's like, I'm gonna take all your advice and then fire you just to like prove that I'm right.
Like, you're fired.
No, you need
You are.
It's not. You're not the boss. Tommy's the boss. If he wants to fire me for talking shit to you,
Dude,
then he can.
I'm threatening his authority here. I think this really got under his skin harder was when I was threatening his authority. He was like, "What? You think I'm not the boss? Fuck you!"
But then again, right after this, it's like, here's my Reddit post on why I got fired.
Yeah, dude.
You kind of got owned.
Yeah, I mean that that was pretty funny. But what's so funny? I also thought, to be completely honest, I thought he was trolling here. Like I thought this was kind of concept from him. Like he wasn't actually that. I thought he wasn't seriously like actually that ass mad, because he obviously like fired me back in January. It was like a half-ass firing, and it was obviously like maybe he was really mad at the moment, but it wasn't serious. I worked it out. And then also earlier that night, he texted me I was fired as a joke. He was like, "You're fired," and I was like, "Well, what happened?" And then he gave me like instructions. So obviously, when he's on the show here tonight, and I'm continuing this whole bit and like continuing like arguing with him, it's not. I don't mean bit as in it was planned, but this whole. I mean, I'm obviously hamming shit up for content a little bit. I didn't think he was actually that mad. I didn't think he was like really that butthurt, but it turns out he was. So then I had to make my Keemstar fired me post.
Yeah.
RV, dude.
You're actually fired.
This is like he's saying
You're
the same
actually
thing.
fired.
He's like saying it over. You're actually fired. You're
dude, he's looping, dude. He's getting in a little Lolcow loop.
This is him like attempting to rebuild his ego back up. Like that's what this loop is here.
The editor is now trying to push a narrative that Keemstar sucks. Keemstar doesn't do anything for Lolcow. Keemstar failed, and he tried to blame everything on Connor, the editor, for the bad docket.
True. All true.
Right? Not true.
Wait, not true? Wait, not true that Keemstar took an L on the last podcast? That's going to be interesting considering what's coming up.
Yeah.
First of all,
can't even get shit straight.
In the stream, El Keem. Everybody spam El Keem.
Wait, no, he just contradicted himself in the next like 30 seconds. Never mind. Or 5 seconds. He's like, yeah, El Keem, none of that ever happened. I said myself I was an L. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wait,
You're
huh?
right. Yeah, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah. He said I failed the fans. None of that's true. So I failed the fans on the last stream. What? Wait.
And speaking about the fucking docket, right? Apparently there was a page and a half, and on stream I was only seeing one page. Like I didn't see the other page, right? And again, I called Connor multiple times, right, during the stream. Wouldn't answer the fucking phone. So there were a few things I missed, but regardless, another thing that Connor has been...
See, look, this is his like new, I think you're right about this. This is like his weird new, he's insecure in this video. He cuts himself off. He's like, but regardless, also another thing Connor did was this. Like he can't like make a coherent point like he normally does. He's like jumping all over the place. Yeah. I think this is him with like low ego.
I just was like busy looking up the docket because I wanted to get to it. Like with the Keemstar and the glitching docket where he only sees one page, that doesn't make sense to me because he came up with that excuse when we were talking about him not covering EDP. But that's on page 1.
Yeah.
The same page where the fuck Grace Thorpe thing that he removed is. So it's literally a lie.
He knew he was wrong, so he just had to make up some weird lie about Google Docs glitched. I've told this story to like multiple people or whatever, like multiple YouTubers and stuff like that. They're like, I don't think I've ever seen in my years of using Google Docs it glitch and just delete.
But then he changed the story to it being like, I just didn't see the second page. But the EDP thing isn't even on the second page, so even that doesn't make sense.
Yeah, so he's mooing here again.
He just keeps mooing, dude. He keeps coming up with new excuses. I feel like he's bouncing on excuses to fire you too. I mean, he's been pretty consistent on it being you interrupting him, but also he brings up that the docket shit. Right. But like, if it was because you interrupted him, then why would the docket even matter?
Yeah, well, because he still has to add more reasons. Because if it's just that it's because I interrupted him, which I didn't, by the way, I didn't interrupt him. But if that's the only reason, then that means he has thin skin. I got fired because I called him a retard for acting like a retard.
Yeah, but you know what's the most cowy thing of it all? The most moo fucking tastic thing is that in this video, he walks back on it being about the docket, and he says it's because you interrupted him, called him retard, which makes him even more sensitive.
And he's calling me a retard, and he's calling me this. Bro, you're my
That really stunk. Don't call him the R slur, bro.
Dude. Yeah,
Dude, he's dyslexic. You can't call him R slur.
Bro, you're my employee. You don't talk to me like that. This is the one talking point that somehow a lot of people believe. Like, I've already addressed this, but I can talk to you like this if you talk to me like that and you ask me to give you content. I can absolutely talk to you like that.
Also, why does Keem like really need you to be like super like polite and yes man? Like you'll do the edits he asks. Who cares if he's mean to you? You're Keemstar. You should be able to take it or whatever. And then if you say like maybe behind the scenes like, hey, calm down on the roasting or whatever, I'm sure, you know, you would comply, right? Like,
well, yeah. If he didn't want me to make content out of it, I wouldn't. And as long as he respected that too, then that would be the end of the day. But if he's going to talk shit to me and make me content, I'm going to make him content. Yeah. Funniest thing too is he's called me retard behind the scenes multiple times. So he treats me the same way that he treated like the cows. So we didn't have like some professional working relationship behind the scenes. And all of a sudden Connor stepped out of line and really just, he was such an asshole. No, like he's called me shit. I've called him shit. But the moment that I'm actually like winning the narrative, gone, you know?
Yeah, I think it's that he doesn't like that you aren't initially scared to like go back and forth with him and you need to be told like, hey, don't do the back and forth. Because if it was really about the job and like being disrespected or whatever, he could have just sent a DM being like, hey, I want you to calm down. I know I said like interact with the show, but I want you to calm down, blah, blah, blah. I think he's reacting in this way in particular because it's not about you being rude to him. It's the fact that you were rude to him initially without him having to ask, you know? He wants to just have that initial like, I'm Keemstar, you can't say that to me because I'm Keemstar, you know?
Yeah.
Like he wants his ego filled.
No, yeah, absolutely.
Like, who the fuck are you? So I fired him, right? So now he's running on this narrative like, oh, you have thin skin. Like,
true.
You're just, the real retard is you, Connor. Go try to talk to your boss like that anywhere else in the fucking world. I have so many fucking...
Talk to your boss like that anywhere else in the world.
Be a boss in any other industry like Keemstar did, where you like scream at them and fucking go wild
and call
like,
them retards.
Run Lolcow the exact same way. Like, no, it's a different environment. You know?
If this dude owned a McDonald's, like if he was running a McDonald's, he would get like HR would fire his ass immediately. He would be gone.
Yeah,
you know, he's
if he ran it like Lolcow.
If we're talking about the real world,
yeah. And Keemstar has other business ventures. I'm not saying he can't run a business like a normal person or whatever, but you can't run every business like you do Lolcow. Like,
Lolcow in particular.
It's also that you're a disrespectful fucking asshole.
You're a disrespectful fucking asshole.
Keemstar saying that. And look at his face. Look at the desperation in his face. He just wants you to respect him implicitly. It's not about like the actual work environment and the results, because he could have easily solved that in private. It's about you implicitly respecting him and being like, oh, Keemstar, I don't want to step on your toes. Basically, he's mad you have balls, dude.
Unironically.
Yeah, look at that face,
he's actually hurt. Like this face, he's actually hurt.
Dude, he's upset, dude. He's crying. It's like that one time he cried to me in Discord DM or Discord call after I uploaded the Boogie begging on his hands and knees. I don't know if I said this publicly yet,
public?
But
yeah, go ahead, tell it.
Yeah, Keemstar called me like the next day, and he's like, "You ruined my entire day for uploading that, and like I worked really hard on Lolcow, and it's like gonna ruin the viewership and ruin the views, and fuck you for doing that."
This is for uploading the like crawling on hands and knees video you made like months ago, right? Like that's what this is about.
Yeah.
Dude, oh my god.
And actually on my stream you can actually see like the DM history with me and Keem. I didn't intentionally leak it, but you know, it just showed on stream, and it shows like the date and time of when Keemstar made that call to me. So I'm not lying, it did happen. 16 minutes. It was 16 minutes of him crying
about advertising the show.
And I was just like, okay, like, because I was actually trying to like help out the show and advertise it. Like I was like, if you want to see more, click on the new Lolcow. Like I promoted the show. Like I shat on Keem in the video, and obviously he was upset about that. But he'd rather me not do anything than bully him and promote the show, because he cares more about his feelings and views, I guess. I don't know. But
yeah, his ego is too sensitive, unironically.
You think that's, makes me thin-skinned, then what? So be it, right?
Yep, confirmed. Conceded that he has thin skin. So amazing. There's a second concession. It's all his fault, and he has thin skin. That's incredible.
I guess all the bosses in America are thin-skinned then, because no other boss.
What boss acts like Keemstar? What? Also, if a boss goes into a meeting with an employee and within the first 30 seconds, like, I don't know, they like stumble over each other or talk over each other real quick, I don't think the boss is going to be like, you talked over me! You're fired! I think it'd be like, oops, my bad. Anyway, what were you saying?
Yeah, exactly.
Every boss in America just has a meltdown as soon as like some words are interrupted at the beginning of a conversation.
We do have a new editor. We hired a new editor right away. I expect like the Augie, Bowblax, Nicholas Diorio crew to all run some fucking campaign that Connor wasn't treated nice or whatever. But
yeah, okay. He's already like he's planning in advance the fact that he's gonna get clowned on. That's what he knows.
And to be honest, bro, I don't really have too much sympathy for you getting fired because like you risked it by talking so much shit, right? I just think it's so funny how Keem's coping and spurging. Absolutely. I don't really care that you lost the job. No offense.
Well, that's fine.
Like, I don't give a fuck. Sorry.
Dude, my feelings are hurt, bro. That hurts my
being real.
You can say I'm taking a risk, especially from the outside perspective. In my head, if I'm like doing exactly what he tells me to do and talking shit, I mean, yeah, it's a little bit of a risk, but I'm like, I'm doing what you wanted me to do at the same time. So I'm risking it by kind of being really aggressive with it. Maybe I should have been, Keemstar, you're a little bit silly for that. Maybe that's how I should have handled it. That's how he wanted me to talk shit.
Yeah, you should have been like silly. The fucking UFO guy and just bowing down, dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Then you could be lazier too. You could do a shit job, but you bow down to Keem and you still like get the money.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that's actually true.
If you cared less about the viewers and more about yourself, you could just make a shitty show and bow down to Keem and just benefit yourself while the show suffers. I mean,
exactly. No, I could. I mean, that Keem would be happy with that.
We can't work with someone like that. That's not going to be an actual employee.
I can't work with someone who's going to call me a retard. I'm blind.
The worst part is too, it's like
when I caught him talking shit about me and I went to go speak to him, he kept interrupting me. He wouldn't even let me speak.
You're so badass, Keem. He's fired because he interrupted me. Okay.
Dude,
nice one.
Y'all just watched the show in the chat. Did I interrupt him like exponentially more than him? Let's be honest. Because this is his one point. Like everything else he's lost. He's lost that it was my fault for the docket. He lost that I don't do my job. He's conceded that he has thin skin. Did I even interrupt him much? I mean, let's be real. No, right? Yeah, no, exactly. It was a fair argument. It was good blood sports, but it wasn't even that bad. It wasn't even like that intense.
His pussy got sore way too quick. Like I was definitely expecting Keemstar to like rage like that at some point when he called in. But right away, I was like, oh boy, this is juicy. And then I looked at my $20 super chat. Dude. Shout out to that guy.
Also, Connor's like holding the logins to like the Spotify stuff hostage. I asked him for that and he didn't give it to me. So we are going to be filing or sending a cease and desist. I just got off the phone with my lawyer.
What is this,
bro,
dude?
The cease and desist. Listen, I want to tell you guys exactly how this went down behind the scenes so you guys can see exactly how spurgy this is. So let me leak a text here real quick. He says, at Thursday at 12:59, I need the logins for various sites, the Spotify stuff, the Linktree, etc. So I didn't see that. This is at 1 p.m., right? Well, less than 6 hours later, right? Not even like 12 hours, not a full day. He didn't send a follow-up text. He didn't call me. Less than 6 hours later, threatening to send a cease and desist saying I'm withholding the passwords. Am I getting trolled here? Like, I just completely break his name.
Also, I thought he was the boss. Wouldn't he have all the passwords? Like, typically when you employ someone, you don't give them power that you don't have.
He set up all the accounts together, so he knows all the passwords for them. Or like he could have gone back and looked. I did it just because, I mean, I guess technically it's all there in our text. Like he could have gone back and looked at all the passwords, but I did it out of courtesy after that. There was no withholding.
What is his legal rationale for like let's say you didn't give back the password for whatever reason and you were withholding it. Like, what would he do? Like, can't he just eventually get access to it through like some other means because he's owner of Lolcow Live? Like, would the lawsuit even stand? What is he suing for? Cease and desist for I don't know.
Yeah, no, actually, I think you're right. Now that I'm thinking about it, so every account is connected to the Lolcow Live like email, right? Well, obviously we have a business email, so even if I somehow refuse to send the passwords back, like I just ignore him and ghost him, you can just go in and reset all the passwords. It's just he didn't want to do the effort.
He'd rather get his lawyers to do it for him through suing instead of going through like Google settings.
We are going to be filing or sending a cease and desist. I just got off the phone with my lawyers.
Dude, did he literally call his lawyers? I wanna hear that call.
Yeah.
It's so sad that call's probably not recorded. Keemstar, hey dude, my editor Connor is not giving me the replying to my DM. Can we sue him?
What can we do about this? Can we send a fucking legal
How can we own this guy? I want all the options.
Dude. And we gotta go through every legal means to get it immediately.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, Keem. The millions flow into the lawyer's bank account.
Yes, Daddy Keem. Yes. Oh my God, it's so bad. And then also, yeah. So I responded back to him. I didn't screenshot this. I'm just gonna read it out. I responded back to him. I just told him, like I got it. Like, what do you need? I'll give you this, whatever. Tell him the passwords. He responded back saying, obviously, you're gonna need to send that information over with username and passwords. Like a normal person. So figure it out and do it the right way. Again, like any normal person would do. What? Okay. You can just do this yourself. Just go in and reset the passwords with the email. That's how a normal person would do it.
No, a normal person would threaten a lawsuit and a cease and desist on Twitter.
That's what a normal person.
That's what a normal person would do.
Yeah, amazing.
Connor is not fired for the shitty docket he made. That is not the reason. He's fired for fucking talking shit to me.
Okay.
Interrupting me on a fucking
this list is so pathetic. Why is he like saying this list like chest out full confidence? He's fucking fired for bullying me, being mean, calling me a retard, interrupting me.
Yeah, like this is not a confident list. This is so bad.
Spinning false narratives, right? That he was fired because of Keemstar not taking accountability, or that Keemstar avoided the whole Grace post because, it made me feel embarrassed, or whatever the fucking false narratives he's trying to spin. None of that is true. You're literally fired for interrupting me.
That theory's more pathetic than all the other theories that you suggested that Connor would make up.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's like the worst one.
Yeah. No, it wasn't because of all this shit. It was because I'm sensitive and he interrupted me. Okay, nice one. Let's go with that. I'm fine with that. Put that one in the record.
Yeah, how about we'll make that
for the court case.
Yeah, let's take this to court. I fired him because he made me mad. Okay. On a podcast about bullying people on Lolcows, especially. Incredible.
During this time, Keemstar was mass blocking people, and there's this guy who sent an AI generated picture of Connor's burgers and sent it to Keem, and within 1 minute he got blocked.
Oh yeah,
1 minute.
Keemstar went full Wings of Redemption mode, except on steroids. He just started banning anyone talking about me. He started banning anything, even if it was related to the show. He was blocking people on the YouTube. He was blocking people on the Reddit. He was blocking people on Twitter. He had a full Lolcow meltdown over this. And so look, you might say, well, he can use the one rule. The one rule that's on the subreddit must be related to Lolcow Live. It's not about Lolcow Live, guys. It's a different show, right? Connor's fired and it's a different show, so it's not about Lolcow Live anymore. Well, then you lose that argument immediately when someone gets banned for posting that you're having a meltdown, retweeting tweets on the Lolcow Live subreddit, which is what happened here. Keemstar's having a meltdown on Twitter over the Connor stuff. He's retweeting replies with 1 like, sucking his balls. And someone points this out. I'm Fence Annihilator. Banned. Infants Annihilator. Permanently banned. How is this not related to Lolcow Live?
And guess who the only mod, other than one other person who isn't related to the show, is? The one show person mod.
Keemstar.
Right so there. We can't say it's Wings or Boogie or Tommy or some other Spurg.
Yeah.
It's Keem.
No, it's absolutely just Keemstar.
He's thin-skinned. Speaking of him being thin-skinned, show that fucking show those two, dude.
So I've been getting this person to add me. He's been adding me a lot on Twitter or whatever. I've seen all this stuff. It's hilarious. Congrats, Connor, your new enterprise. You go, boss. And he made this AI of me running a burger shop of the cows. I guess.
Connor's with the retarded cows.
Yeah.
And with 1 minute Keemstar blocked him. This isn't even like aggressive towards Keem. It's like literally an AI cow image.
Yeah.
Of, like,
here's the block.
instantly within a minute.
Yeah, is that true?
So
like 10:07.
Yeah, 10:07, and then the other one's 10:06.
10:06. Yeah. So 1 minute later, he fucking
dude, he just saw. Dude, he literally had to glance at his phone or computer, see the word Connor, and then instantly block.
Yeah.
Connor's Burgers. Fuck.
Fuck Connor. Fuck him for that.
He's never gonna have a successful burger chain.
Yeah. Dude.
The fucking retarded ass cows, dude.
Retarded ass cows, bro. He started making like Cope replies about me. McDonald's revealed a remix menu where they mix ingredients from different items. Nick had a banger. They're selling them at Gangbang. 50 likes. Day 1 of Connor working at McDonald's and this happens. Which is just...
Dude, look at the other Lolcow thing that's like not related to them. Like the Lolcow card person underneath.
Are they here in the replies?
Yeah.
Please God, stop with the Cope jokes. Okay.
Another Lolcow, dude.
Another Lolcow, dude.
Dude, another cow coming to moo at Lolcow Live, dude.
Dude, they should make a Keemstar card, bro, and talk about the Keemstar's thin skin. That should be one of the
make a cow card about Keem.
Yeah, literally. And you know what's so funny about this too? It's like day 1 of Connor working at McDonald's, this happens. I create like the most innovative thing McDonald's has come up with in the last like 20 years.
Which, by the way, this remix menu is in Canada.
Yeah.
And I've had it. I've had the chicken cheeseburger and I've had the McFlurry apple pie. Chicken cheeseburger, it was shit. Okay, but the apple pie, literally best McFlurry flavor I've ever had. Unironically, it's so good, dude.
Well, you're
the
welcome,
apple pie
bro.
McFlurry.
Yeah, I was as the CEO of McDonald's, you know, I was really
dude,
working hard on that. So you're welcome for that.
Thank you for the remixed menu. Yeah, finally, dude, he's adding content to even McDonald's, bro. Dude, his work is so great.
Yeah,
he's just blessing everything, dude. With
everything I touch gets just
you remix everything into a better version, dude.
The editor has made one whole whopping short since he got hired, by the way. So he's made his one single short, which is not even a full minute, by the way. He makes one short. And you might see, wow, it got so many likes and views. This short's like totally viral. Wow, this new editor is amazing. Well, check out the repost here. Keemstar instantly retweeting out of Cope. And then also, he got drama alert to quote tweet it. So he's hitting up all of his other avenues. I'm surprised Skyfire News isn't on here. He's hitting up all his other avenues.
Yeah, Skyfire News is like, wow, fucking Happy Punch. Oh my god.
Happy Punch. all retweeting.
They're like former boxer Boogie who lost to Wings just got on.
Former boxer. Yeah, like somehow relating it all to all of his stupid little
alien believer Boogie 2988.
Dude, I'm surprised. That would have been too good. Holy shit. So speaking of the editor, here's the new Cope.
Yeah, I was thinking about Tammy Slade.
Well, you can't stick to one fucking subject.
I still talk about Boogie standing me up. I can peek.
I can't even my ears.
Tammy's like last 4 boyfriends, like 3 of them been like these 145-pound.
Editing is the best it's ever been. Audio levels are finally good, as we can hear Wings in the background, like with horrible echo.
Skinny black man.
I wonder where I got that habit from. Not
W editing. Anyone saying Al is clearly trolling.
What the fuck?
Dude, he's literally in denial.
Dude, well, this is what it is now. So the last editor, right? The bit was Fire Connor, and he like shits on me. Keemstar's new entertaining bit is just completely getting on his knees and sucking the new editor's balls, like sucking his cock and balls like entirely. That's the new meta for Keemstar.
The editor could like shit in his hand and he's like, oh my god, this is like the best the shit I've ever seen, bro.
Yeah, this is the greatest content of all time. This shit that's in my hand right now.
This is way better than Connor's shitty docket.
Yeah, holy shit, this is amazing.
Holy shit, that just like came out of your ass?
Dude, true talent.
For paying. I don't think
that
that
she wanted to butter Coke.
Did it
and
work?
She started hitting
And
with the Coke bottles. Her childhood was like an episode of 600 Pound Life, motherfucker.
I don't even believe that. Everybody down there is fat.
When Boogie went to the grocery store with his mama, that was like the circus for everybody else in town.
Yeah, for real.
Jordan, you said
When's the last time Tommy's had fast food? He lives in Germany. He's like open markets and shit.
I'm not much better than you guys. I'll be honest.
you said
Me and my wife went to a local restaurant recently, and she ordered the chicken tenders, and she got 5 tenders, and they were ginormous. I actually have a picture. Connor, you can put this picture here.
No picture.
And this combo costs less than a Big Mac.
Yeah, the cuts are good.
Dude, the cuts are so good right after that fucking editing error. Maybe I could understand it if Keem was like expecting the editor to do well and he was reacting to this live, but I'm pretty sure there was a Reddit post he made before this episode came out where he said he already saw it beforehand and like it was really good editing.
The show's bad. FYI, new editor is way better. The audio levels are finally fixed. Holy shit. Nice, smooth cuts.
Smooth cuts, opposed to a rough cut. Like,
Yeah.
what? There's no transition. Like,
What does that even mean? Nice, smooth cuts. Also, my show was bad on Tuesday. Does he forget that he pushed it off to Wednesday for the second week in a row? Wasn't even on Tuesday, though. What are you talking about? Dude, that buzz is classic. Wings got lied about by Keemstar and the new editor. Both of them lied. So here's Keemstar in the chat. Here he is. As this is happening, he's coping, right? That's Wings audio, by the way. It's not the editing. It's Wings audio. Well, I actually checked it myself. I messaged Wings. I said, was it really your audio? Because I didn't get a chance to check that episode out. He sent me his file. I downloaded it. I looked at it. I listened to it. I exported it. I edited it. No problems whatsoever. I actually have it here for you guys.
Dude, Boogie, your childhood was like an episode of 600 Pound Life, motherfuckers.
Believer.
Dude, Boogie,
Which
your
I don't.
childhood was like an episode of 600 Pound Life.
How does that
wait,
happen?
how did he ruin it? If it's already like good, how does he ruin it?
I don't know what he did. I don't know how he added that. When we watch the React content, he gives an explanation. You guys will see it. It makes no sense at all. But I got the file itself. I could export it easily. This is like the most lazy editing job of all time.
Not only is he like editing bad, but he's making it worse.
Yeah, he's like
going out of his way to make it worse.
Yeah, he's like adding layers on top of layers is how bad it is. So let's watch that then. I think it's time to watch the React stream.
okay, your audio being fucked up on the stream. Look, I'm telling you right now, you when you sent the audio over, it worked perfectly fine, right? You could play it perfectly fine. But something is wrong with the file. When you edit that file, it gets corrupted. And the editor kept trying over and over again, and it got corrupted every time.
Absolute lie. Why does Keem feel the need to lie so much on stream? I don't get it.
It's a magical file that works and only corrupts when it hits an editor. It's like programmed as soon as it touches Premiere to just glitch out. I don't know why, but you know.
Yeah. Well, like, okay, I'll say this to give some credence. Sometimes it's happened where Wings files in the past have been fucked up. But this one I know it's not because I tested it myself. I downloaded it, I exported it, I fucked with it. It was fine. This is a perfectly normal file.
And maybe like it was broken in his editor, but if it works on the computer and then it's broken in the editor, you know that the issue is the editor. So wouldn't the editor troubleshoot that? That's like his job. Like if a plumber's wrench breaks, he fixes it. Like
yeah, he doesn't just try to fix the rest of it like with his bare hands.
Yeah, like
sorry, your fucking pipe.
Sorry, your pipe's leaky. My wrench broke, and I'm too lazy to get a new one, so I'm just gonna leave it leaking. Here you go. Like, okay,
all right.
I can tell you this for a fact that Connor used it and it didn't get corrupted. It even showed me.
Wings.
I'm just telling you, there's something wrong with the fucking thing. So there's basically some concerns about the editing.
Yo, I hear
he
you.
brings the cow in. This is the new editor, right? He brings him in.
I hear you guys fully, right? And it is. There were some of the files were MP4, some were MOV. Also the frame rate. So some of them were filmed in 60 frames. Some of them were filmed in what looked like 30 frames. So
what the fuck does this have to do with? I would be willing to go easier on the guy if he wasn't propped up by Keemstar as having like the most massive cock in the world, like being the best editor of all time. You can't prop the guy up like that and then just look embarrassed yourself when he makes amateur mistakes. I mean, what?
Keemstar isn't just saying like, oh, he's an okay editor. He's saying he's an amazing editor. Smooth cuts, and then it comes out with like mistakes that even like I think a first-time editor, if you gave it to someone who didn't even know how to edit, would probably figure out how to do a better job with the audio.
If he wasn't being propped up as having the most massive cock in the world, then this would be a different story. But Keemstar just has to cope. He has to cope through it all.
Editor can't even get his face cam working. Can he get anything to work, bro?
Okay.
Dude, he can't even get his fucking UFO theories to work.
Holy shit, man. Yeah. Dude, the UFO theories aren't fucking popping off. The fucking Lolcow podcast isn't popping off.
His face cam ain't popping off. His editor's breaking. Maybe he's the problem.
Dude, maybe so.
Some of them were filmed in what looked like 30 frames. So all I did was I set the parameters of the sequence or the program or the file itself. I sent the parameters wrong. I didn't account for that. So it was trying to hard wire or force the frame rates to be the same.
If you put a file that is not like the same parameters in a sequence of different parameters, it will just adjust to it.
It does, yeah. I think this guy thinks he's able to talk to these boomers because none of them really have like high knowledge of editing or editing skills at all. So he can just like say words like the parameters in the 30 FPS and the 60 FPS and the MOV and the MP4, and then it sounds like there's something coherent going on, but there's no excuse for that. That should not have happened at all.
And because of that, every once in a while, it might have been a RAM issue. There you go. You know?
Wings is like so obsessed with showing the audience his chicken fingers that were made by his wife.
What is this, Cope? So when this guy makes a very obvious editing error, it's not you fucked up. It's Wings is obsessed with showing something on the screen. So like, why did that happen, bro? Look at Wings like the total retard caring about the content of the show. What? He pushes the blame. He pushes the blame on Wings for being obsessive.
Obsessive over his chicken wings.
Yeah.
Like that's just a straight cope. That's just a straight editing accident.
Why is this Wings' fault? Bro he did everything he was supposed to do. It was like a conversation. Hey, here, put this on screen. But Keemstar's like the editor's penis is like in front of Keemstar's face, so he doesn't see what's happening. That's all he sees.
It was by no means.
All he sees is a smooth cuts, dude.
Yeah, the smooth cut of his fucking dick. That's what.
Yeah, right after that mistake happened. Nice cuts, bro.
He's talking about his like foreskin. Nice cut, dude. That's great.
Damn, this was cut really well. Smooth.
I love that part of the conversation. That's my bad.
You loved it so much that you didn't pay enough attention to put something on screen?
Yeah.
Dude, that 100% he wasn't even listening to the podcast.
No, literally. Yeah, I don't think he was.
I mean, the problem is I'm also hearing the word Connor, and sometimes I thought it was just a reference to someone. I keep forgetting that was the old editor's name, and it was a note to me. You know what I mean? So
put this up on the screen.
He knows someone was just recently fired, and this is old. He might not know your name. I doubt it, because Keemstar probably ranted like, "This dumb bitch Connor. See, I'm replacing you." You know?
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't know your name, but still, it's like put something on screen. Like, oh, I wonder what that is. Like,
well, I think he does know because this dude was added in after the whole leaked DMs that I showed. These leaked DMs where it says Connor calling in tonight. Here's the notes Boogie took from meeting. This leaked DM where he's coping about me going on the Dick Show. But the editor was already in the chat at this point, so he knows me. He knew what happened. He could read the chat. If he was paying attention, he would know. But obviously, he wasn't. He wasn't listening. So, editor.
Dude, he's just thinking about the deep UFO conspiracies. He's too busy thinking about more important things, bro.
Literally.
I just say I like how the current editor is willing to be like, I fucked up. We'll fix it in the future. Da 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 da. The last editor would be like, no, it's all your fault. You did this. You did that. You did this. You did that. Like,
wait, isn't that what he's doing? The docket's bad. You did this. You did that. I didn't see the docket.
Wings didn't show up.
Wings audio's fucked.
Yeah, he's out there literally.
The chat's trolling. The edits are good.
Yeah. You're right. Everything he's done is fucking funny. But then he's like, but I did take half it. I said I took an L. It was my fault.
Dude, straight up projection, bro.
Yeah. You can't just say blame everyone else and then say it was my fault and act as if you took accountability. That's a lie.
Yeah. Also, this is Keemstar taking the L, by the way. It's not Connor's fault at all.
This is him taking the L. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nobody on this team, except for me, wanted to get rid of Connor. I was literally outvoted, I'm pretty sure. I'm not sure.
And you did it anyway.
And I did it anyways because it came to a point where I couldn't work with the kid anymore.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Loser. Concession.
Okay, yeah, my pussy got too sore.
My pussy was fucking throbbing after he kept plowing me, dude. It was too fucking bad.
I literally couldn't. So this is not a universal thing. This is like a me thing. I fucking hate that little fucker. I won't work with him anymore.
Why not just fire him and say you didn't want him anymore? There's probably not much of a fight we could have put up. Instead, you came up with this phony docket thing, set him up for failure, and then
I was actually wrong about the docket completely.
That's my point. Like, you're wrong about that was going to be the thing you were going to sell to the public, and it didn't wash. So you fired him anyway. There was no premeditated, we're getting rid of Connor. There was no premeditated thing. Everyone keeps, okay, see, this is my problem, the conspiracies. There was no premeditated, I'm getting rid of Connor, all right?
I definitely believe he was thinking that.
So instead of a premeditated attempt, it was him having a tantrum on the fly and being like, you're fired!
Yeah.
I have a new editor. Also, how did he get the new editor so fucking fast?
Yeah, that just
if it wasn't premeditated, that literally makes no sense.
The new guy within 10 minutes, like unironically, it was like...
No, he mentioned the new guy before he even fired you, or he fired you within the same sentence.
Oh yeah, I also heard on Now
by
Recording.
Name.
Yeah, by name. I heard on Now Recording too, he was apparently mentioning this editor's name live on the show. He was like, well, if it doesn't work out with Connor, I have Tuba. Like... I can't verify that, but someone on Now Recording told me that, and I'm like, wow. So he was also saying it on the show with the fake docket attempt, the forced drama docket attempt. He's saying it on your live stream, and then immediately 10 minutes after he fires me, he brings a new guy into the chat.
So he's literally lying just to look more badass.
Actually,
he's mooing, dude. He's fucking mooing. Dude, Tommy knows it. He's smiling, dude. He's smiling at the milk.
Stampede, dude. He's coming in with a fucking cow, dude.
I had talked to the guys on Wednesday, and I said, I'm a little worried that Keem's trying to make a move on Connor. And I said to both these guys, I said, and this is before it happened, I said to both these, would you guys support? Because I think he's doing a pretty good job. And no disrespect to the new editor. And by the way, you seem like a really good guy. I don't know if the new editor is going to have the references to all the old school drama we talk and be able to put him in like Connor did, just because of lack of knowledge, nothing to do with his ability. I wiped last week off thing.
That's actually true.
We axed the guy just because you didn't like him. That's not good.
I want to say for record, let me clear up a bunch of stuff about Connor. All right. First of all, the failed Tuesday show a week ago, not Connor's fault. A little bit of Wings' fault.
Vindicated.
Not your fault at all, dude. The docket wasn't shitty. Nothing was bad on your end, dude.
Yep. Complete total Connor W, number one.
Because he didn't show up, but he's sick, right? It was all on me. It was all my fault, right? But when I was looking at the docket, for some reason, I didn't see page 2. So I didn't realize it was that little.
Lie.
I still think the docket was shit, but regardless.
What?
Lie? Wait, what? You still think the docket shit? Connor did nothing wrong, but the docket's still shit. Also, I didn't see the thing on page 2. You said you didn't see the EDP thing. That's on page 1.
I mean,
what is it? Dude, everything is like verifiable lies, dude, about the premeditation, about the fucking docket, like all these little white lies just to look badass in front of the viewers he has left from fucking milking Boogie and Wings,
and also lying about me withholding the passwords in the Twitter video,
and threatening to sue, and trying to premeditate my commentary on it, don't listen to anything Nick or Bowblax would say, before I even said anything about it.
Yeah,
beyond my stream, obviously that we did.
Yeah, I mean, you had just been the host of the show at that point. I think I don't even think you said anything really publicly, but that is what got you. I mean, I'll give you the audience a bit of Bowblax lore. That is what got you blocked, right? Is because you responded to his...
Because I quote retweeted it, and I do this all the time with Keemstar, and I shouldn't have, and I'm not going to do it anymore, because I was walking on eggshells with him, mainly because I just didn't want to bother fighting with him, but he blocked me anyway now, so fuck it. But basically, I was actually thinking, for a couple minutes before tweeting this, I'm like, how do I tweet this in a way that, because I was covering the story, and I retweeted your Reddit post, so I'm like, I want to retweet this Keemstar Lolcow thing, but I don't endorse it, so I want to quote retweet it in a way that's kind of making fun of him to make it look like I'm not endorsing it, but then also not too harsh because Keem's sensitive. So I say it's been under 24 hours since he fired Connor on my stream, and he's already talking about suing him, and then skull emoji.
You're not wrong. This is true. It's been under 24 hours since the firing. You don't even know this either, but it'd been under 6 hours since he told me about giving over the passwords. I just missed his text. And yeah, he's talking about suing me, bringing up legal matters. No, he completely melted down. And this is what got you blocked, not only on Keem's main, but also the Lolcow Twitter itself.
Yes.
The Lolcow Twitter itself blocked you.
Has me blocked, yeah.
For a meme, by the way. Not some weird docs, not some weird calling Wings a pedophile. Memeing on Keemstar gets you blocked.
A skull emoji. One skull emoji. Because I just basically reiterated what he said and then put a skull emoji of disapproval. So solely one skull emoji is all it took to break through Keem's skin.
Not very thick there. The skin is very thin.
The whole reason for the show being an L was on me, not Connor. Now, when I went to go talk to Connor and have a conversation, motherfuckers like being rude, not letting me speak, not even let me say my point. And I just got to a point where I'm like, I'm not working with this kid anymore. This is a passion project for me. Like, I just...
Oh, it's a passion project. Okay. That's a passion project, but you wanted me to talk shit about the show and engage with it. So he's lost that passion because now it's against him. I guess that's what's happening.
He has a passion for the show so much that he has to get you to get the topics because he can't be bothered.
Holy shit.
I'm so passionate about the show. I can't even come up with content for it. Fuck it.
Dude,
Let someone else do it.
This is my passion project. Why don't you just quit then? Why don't you just quit the show if you can't handle making content for the show and people?
Because he looks cool next to these pathetic fat losers, dude. He looks badass.
Yeah.
Wow, Keem's so much cooler than Boogie. That's like the only way you can like make Keem look cool is putting him next to Boogie and Wings. This is like his foil, like his character foil.
So stupid.
Guys, gunts to protect him, dude.
The big fat guns.
Like, I do this for fun. I do this because I like it and I want to do something successful. I'm not going to be miserable because of an employee. I'm just
gonna be miserable.
What? Didn't you cry? Wait, didn't you say I made you miserable for a whole day because of a Lolcow video that I made?
Yeah.
Bro.
But dude, it's so funny. He's like admitting that I made him miserable.
Once he called me retard. I just had the worst day ever.
Also, like,
Bradley, please. Comfort Daddy Keem. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, grow up. You're 40, bro. Like,
you're 40 years old.
Where's your nutsack at, bro? Like, what's fucking going on?
You've been on the internet for 15 years doing drama content, but me calling you a retard made you miserable?
Dude,
like...
Keem's shriveled up in the last couple of years, and Connor's the last straw.
Yeah, he's acting like he was like curled up in his bed every day, just like thinking about me. Like, holy shit, this guy is just, oh God, I can't handle it. What is he talking about? I'm miserable.
Just because you called him retard. Holy shit.
Yeah.
He's sensitive.
Actually, though.
So in that moment, I was like, fuck it. He's gone. And yes, I did blame him at first, chat. I know I did on show.
You just said this docket was still shitty.
You're still
he's like trying to concede, but like it's like he's pulling teeth, dude.
Yeah, it's really hard for him to admit this.
Yeah, he's like, oh, it's still shit, but I did nothing. It was all my fault, but oh, it's still shit. But like, I take responsibility. Come on. But it was still shit.
He's like, come holding back so hard the desire to just flash out. So stupid.
I didn't see page 2, right?
But you know what it looks like, though, Keem? It looks like you fired him because you lost the debate.
Because you lost what? Okay, I lost the debate. I still don't want to.
Oh, it's over.
W, yeah.
Total W.
Let's go, dude.
Total Connor W. He lost the debate. He concedes. So not only was the show his fault, not only does he have thin skin, not only was the docket good, he also
dude, he's just
losing.
a cow. He's officially a Lolcow now.
This is Lolcow status.
Because you lost what? Okay, I lost the debate. I still don't want to work with him.
Or that I can't argue with that.
You know what I mean? It's like I still don't. There's no, I'll take all the L's. Big L Keem. I still don't want to work with him. I don't like the fucker. I don't.
Exactly. So this is the perfect like admission of guilt here. He doesn't like me. I did a great job creating content for the show. I did fine with my editing. It had nothing to do with any of that. It didn't have to do with fucking the docket. It didn't have to do with anything else. Just I didn't like him, and I had thin skin. That's it. I'm amazed. I honestly didn't expect him to just completely concede everything on live stream. I did not expect this as hard as he's doing.
I let him talk shit to me. I used it for content, whatever. But it just got.
He let me talk shit to me, use me for content. Keep that in mind, guys.
Wait, so he literally just conceded the whole like normal employee boss dynamic that he's been preaching for the last like week or whatever.
Yeah.
Like he just conceded because now he's like, yeah, I let him bully me for content, blah, blah, blah. So he's doing what you said. So wait, so the whole So he is being a good employee.
Yeah.
Well, wait, what?
Yeah. He just admits
Dude.
that. He said, I let him bully me for content. And also then he's going to actually concede that he's going to flip the script again later after he just conceded that it's true that he let me bully him for content. And that was the whole point. He's going to flip the script again later. Watch this.
Got to a point where it's like, this motherfucker really has no respect for me whatsoever. And I'm at the point now where I can't even tell him what to do without him fucking crying. And then, but
that's not even true. Behind the scenes, obviously he would call me a retard or whatever, but I do the job. He asked me to make an edit. I make an edit. For the tipster stream, I made like a remix for the intro. I made that Flaming Star interview. He asked me to do, should I do it? This is what he's talking about when he was miserable. He's like, I was so miserable asking Connor to do work. Is that what this is?
Yeah, wait, he literally told you to do work that was like out of your job description, and you did it. You didn't cry before he gave, like, you made the docket for him, right? Like,
no, of course not. I was on
the
phone.
So if you wouldn't cry at that, why would you cry at work that you're actually obligated to do? That makes no sense. He's literally lying and coping, dude.
Yeah, I did the work. I wasn't even. Yeah, you're completely right.
But Tommy's my boss, and you're not my boss. And like, even when
I did sign off on the docket, and he did run a checklist through me on everything he did since March.
Yeah,
and I did sign off on
again,
everything.
my fuck up. That's a Keem L. And remember, in the stream last Tuesday, I told everyone spam Keem L. Like, I fucked up. My show sucked, right?
I will go as far. Let me say, if I can, I did talk to Connor, and at the end of the day, I told him, like, I felt if you picked up, if he had picked up that night and we had it out on the show, then he, like, on the show, I can call you whatever the fuck I want to call you. I can call you a monster piece of shit and ours, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's the show. That's the point of the show, right? It's to come here and beef it out. When you take it to somebody else's channel and get, I think that's where you're fucking
They fired him. What loyalty?
I thought I didn't think
that was one of the reasons I didn't want to fire him. That's one of the reasons I didn't want to fire him, because I knew exactly where he was going to go.
One thing I'll say is Tommy misunderstood Boogie here. He's saying that I shouldn't have gone on your stream and talk shit. That's what Boogie's trying to say. Boogie's trying to say, don't go on Bowblax stream. That was before I was fired. Now, obviously you can say that, but at the same time, a way you can build up drama is going on another podcast, talk some shit. Keemstar hears about it. He like preps it for the show. He's going to go, like, we're going to have a big debate on Tuesday. That's how he could have done it. So I missed the call where they were live. I just didn't get the call. That doesn't mean that now, like, the content's dead and there's no way to fucking produce content anymore. Like, what? And also I'm not a part owner in it. So like, I still am going to make content for the show just for fun because I was told to do that. But if I go on another show and like talk a little bit of shit and then go back to Lolcow Live and talk a little bit of shit, it's all the same. It's like all fun. It's all part of the whole fucking gig. So anyway.
Yeah, but
I didn't think he was already fired at that point.
I want to make I want to make 2 points. All right. After the show, right? Remember, Connor didn't pick up during the show. I text him and I said, Connor, you're fired. And then I made a follow-up tweet or text that said, make sure you edit the new episode in a certain way, right? So he clearly wasn't fired. I was just like talking shit, and he understood that. He even
exactly. And this is another thing too. This guy has like jokingly fired me multiple times. Like he jokingly texted me like literally hours before, you're fired, and then just gave me some more shit. So he's obviously playing along with this joke of like saying you're fired, and I'm playing into it and like giving him shit back. But then actually it went too far. Somewhere on the line, it went too far. And rather than like having thick enough skin to be able to take some shit, he just says, fuck this guy. Fuck him. I'm out.
It's when you called him the R-slur because he's insecure about his intelligence. So once you called him a retard, he's like, oh, fuck you.
But I jokingly said he was fired. Yeah. Then I find out that he's over on Bowblax's stream talking all kinds of crazy shit. I go in to defend myself, right? And this is before I knew I fucked up. At this point, I didn't even know the docket was 2 pages, right? And as I'm trying to get in the call with him and have the conversation, he kept interrupting me. And I'm just, in that moment, I was just like, no, you don't work here anymore. So I tell him, I go, you're fired. And he goes, no, I'm not. Like, that's how delusional this fucker is. I'm telling him he's fired. And he's like, no, I'm not. So it's like,
wait, but he just explained that he jokingly told him you're fired hours earlier, and then you reacting to him actually firing you. He's delusional. Wait, you just faked the firing earlier. So what?
Yeah, it's not really delusional.
You should have known this time it was real.
Yeah,
this time,
really now I guess
you should have read his mind.
Should have known that my fifis were really hurt at this point. You know what I mean? And also, like, yeah, me saying like Tommy's my boss or whatever. Like, I'm also hamming it up. I'm trolling. Like, I'm like, nope, you can't fucking fire me. You don't have ownership over this. And then actually once he made it really serious, then I'm like, oh, okay. So then at that point, I'm taking it serious. Like I go to the Reddit, I make all these points in the Reddit. But in the moment, I'm pushing the envelope a little bit. I'm trolling him, and he should be able to take it. That's what he wanted. That's what he directly asked for. All of this is null and void when you take into account the fact that he asked me to do it. And he admitted that just like a second earlier, that he asked me to bully him for content. All of this is null and void. These little arguments about detail, and it's just completely useless.
And Tommy, to your point, right? You said I didn't want to get rid of Connor because I knew he was going to go on these other shows and talk shit. I'm sorry, but I don't want to fucking have an editor that's going to go on another show and talk shit about us. If
this guy can talk shit tomorrow if you can. What's going to stop him? I wouldn't get mad at him either. Yeah. You have years of wars with people, including with me, of people that you broke up with. And I happen to know people
a content
that talk shit behind your back.
But
that talk shit behind your back.
You're a YouTuber. I'm talking about a fucking editor. I'm talking about an employee,
bro,
right?
The disrespect. Dude, come on. 200 watching on your channel right now.
Dude, I'm a YouTuber, bro. I haven't streamed in a year, uploaded in a year. I've been totally inactive on my channel, but I'm a YouTuber, guys. Come on now. Let's be real, guys. Come on. I'm a content creator.
Come on. Dude, the disrespect to small content creators up and coming.
Come on, bro. Like, fuck off, dude.
Yeah.
It's so rude.
If I fired Gino, who's been with me for 10 years, and she fucking kills for me in my show. If I got rid of her over, I just didn't like this tweet you put out, and it was real petty shit, Gino would never, ever, ever go public somewhere and start bashing me. Like most people aren't like that.
She probably
They're
would.
not.
Wait, if she worked for you for 10 years and then you just fire them for like pissing you off or whatever, like they would talk about it, be like, what the fuck, Keem? They'd be mad. What, you think they'd just be okay with you firing them after 10 years of good work over like something that bothered you?
I don't know, man. You told all of us to make fucking drama, and you did the two fucking things that you got on Boogie's case for. You got a Boogie case for making fucking drama on another channel, and you deleted goddamn Reddit posts.
The two things that have been the most definitive things that have happened in this show, Keemstar did both of them in a week because of me.
Dude, he's mooing. By his own admission, he's doing the same Lolcow maneuvers as the main cows. The show.
Oh, and I also do want to clarify something real quick. On Dick Masterson's show, I think they asked me something like, oh, is the drama fake? Is it like forced? Is that actually true? I will just say this, just to be completely clear. The cows like Boogie, Wings, and Tommy, I've never seen anything behind the scenes of them being like, oh, let's fake this. Like Wings didn't plan the leaving of the show, or that's never happened, because I don't want to like tarnish fucking, especially Tommy's reputation of like now he's like engaging in fake shit. He's never engaged in that. But I do fully believe that Keemstar totally planned this out in his head. He had the new editor in his head. He opened up the docket, lied about it being glitched, tried to like play for the next hour straight about how it's my fault. Like I completely believe Keemstar in his own head forced this, faked it. Absolutely. Without a doubt.
He also made him get on his hands and knees.
I'm gonna be honest with you. It would go a long way to see you on your hands and knees to make an effort.
True.
Dude, they're literally, the main cows are all farming Keem right now, dude. They're like, yeah, Keem, get on your hands and knees like I did.
Yeah.
They're all farming him, dude.
The cows are like fucking headbutting Keem right now. They're turning.
They're all surrounding him, like milking his udders, dude.
Yeah, they're turning him into a cow like more and more. The more they headbutt him and pound him, the more he's turning.
They're making him join the herd, dude.
The worst part is too, like Tommy brought this up, but I didn't really press it, how bad it is and how just pathetic it is that he censored the Reddit and censored the Twitter and the YouTube over this shit. Am I crazy, or is that like
so
actually
sensitive.
insane? I take criticism in my chat. I'm not going to ban people for criticizing me in the chat. I mean, if they say crazy shit like my docs or something, I'll fucking ban them, or like weird personal shit about me. But if someone, this Fredo guy, he can type as much as he wants in my chat. I'm not going to ban his ass because he disagrees with me. But Keemstar is openly banning people for calling him a clown. He's banning people for talking a little bit of shit, blocking you for saying he's suing him in under 24 hours. He completely melted down. And somehow we were supposed to be mad at me, at fucking, at Wings, for wanting people calling him a pedo band. Like, at this point, let me say this. I call for Wings of Redemption to be a YouTube moderator in the Lolcow live chat. At this point, why not? We don't have an argument anymore. We can't censor people. That's like fucked up. It goes against the integrity of the show. No, Wings, you need to be a moderator in the YouTube chat. 100%. I completely support it.
Everybody. I'm just saying.
You did make Boogie do this for the same thing you went and did.
Yes.
I will not be getting I will not be getting on my hands and knees. That's not happening. And I will never work with Connor ever again. Like, that's literally, it's just, I'm sorry. And the new editor, right? He's got some criticism, but he's new. I promise you, Tuba will crush for this show.
Tuba, if you need any help, I'm gonna send you a friend request right now.
Dude, he's new, so he can't even do basic shit. So you just hired some rando off the street who doesn't know how to edit? Like, he's new? Like, I would expect if you're paying for an editor, they would be like an experienced editor.
And look, to be completely fair, it's not like editing mistakes don't happen. I'm just surprised at like the sheer like level of it. Like,
yeah, it was like a shit show. You guys listened to it. Not only is the audio echoing, but then there's also like the really windy audio, and then there's like that glitchy audio, and then there's also not putting the stuff on screen. Like, there's multiple different mistakes that are littered multiple times throughout the entire show.
And honestly, you seem like you've got a really good attitude. So, I mean, that's important.
I love the show. I like being there. I think Connor did a good job. You know, I mean, what he did. It's gonna be, you know, he had all the references and stuff. It'll be a little learning curve, but.
Wait, Tuba, did you just say something nice about Connor? Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, fired. Yeah,
I'm gonna tell you something I'm happy with Connor with.
Dude.
The only funny thing Keem can do, because he's so butthurt, the only joke he can make is pretending to be butthurt, ironically.
Okay. Damn,
he's like making fun of himself. It's the only way, dude.
Yeah, you're actually kind of right. He kind of just points at his own like fucking.
Yeah, that's the only time everyone laughs, dude, and agrees.
What we're gonna miss with Connor the most is he has unique knowledge.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Keem concedes again. He concedes again.
All after that rant about how horrible Connor is, dude, they're all like saying how much they're gonna miss you and what loss it's gonna be to the show.
What a loss for the show. Yeah, that's so funny. It's like, I think, I mean, to be honest, like this narrative war is just, it's already over. I mean, Keem doesn't have any narrative here besides literally just, I had thin skin. I fired him out because I had thin skin. I did what he wanted me to do. I talked shit when he wanted me to talk shit. He openly admitted earlier that he let me talk shit to him for content because that was the whole point. I did a good job on the edits. I did a good job on the references. I don't even understand.
There's nothing left, dude. It's only that he's butthurt that you interrupted him and called him a retard.
Yeah, I mean, look, the only L I have is minus 2K a month. I mean, that's obviously an L. But besides that, I mean,
I feel like the Flamin' Star episode, his editing was above and beyond.
Wait,
yo, let's go!
He just robbed me of the freedom of making a response. Every time I tried to say my piece, he kept interrupting me.
What?
You literally let him speak after I said everybody speak on my show.
Yeah,
and then also he came in solo and had a full, like, uninterrupted rant clarifying everything he wanted to the point where he's like, "You got any questions?" I'm like, "Nope," and then he left. So everything got out fully, every chance. He could have even come on a third time to my stream.
Dude, he's totally mooing here. What?
He's totally mooing!
He's mooing here.
Dude, the milk is fucking just coming out, squirting out everywhere, dude.
My face. Oh, shit. Oh, God. It's fucking like squirting on my face, dude. Keem's fucking milk, bro. What is this shit?
It's like a fucking water park, dude, with all this fucking milk flying everywhere, dude.
Yeah, I made him miserable by interrupting him and I didn't let him.
You ruined his entire day, bro.
I didn't even interrupt him. He gave so much fucking points, bro. I don't even understand.
Dude, you let him talk about the glitching fucking docket. You let him talk about everything, dude. I let him speak. I would never be one to deny someone speaking.
Did you know that Boogie was talking to Connor privately and supporting him, and then in the chat he was fucking dumping on him?
No, I told Connor.
Dude, this is such a Tommy W for bringing that up. Like, the whole segment could have ended there, and Tommy brought in the extra juice, dude.
Yeah.
I don't say this often. You guys know I'm a Tommy skeptic. I'm not one of his SFTP crew or whatever, suckling his titty, but like, the biggest W of the whole stream.
The only reason, I mean, I have to talk about this now. I have to like show what he's talking about because otherwise it's just like, it's gay. I didn't post this at first, but now that it's brought up, like, I'm going to post it because this is true. What Tommy's saying is right. The other day, Thursday night, I texted a couple people. Like, I texted some friends, and then I texted Boogie, and I was like, "Hey, have you seen what's going on with the show?" And Boogie sent me a couple texts. I didn't see them at first, and then he called me, and so him and I talked on the phone. But here's what he texted me, and then I'll tell you guys what happened on the call. So I said to Boogie, "Hey man, have you seen what's going on with the show?" He says, "I saw you got fired, and I know Keem," it's supposed to be Keem, "and I know Keem was being a bit of a snake about it." If it comes to a vote, I'll vote to keep you, but I don't know if that's going to even be an option here. But I think you had been doing pretty good work since January. Boogie's on my DM saying Keem is being a snake about firing me, confirming everything too, and saying he's going to vote to keep me. Well, you know what he did? Like, I don't know, literally like the next morning. He said this the next morning. People asked me where I landed this whole Keemstar versus Connor editor thing. I haven't looked into most of the details. You said he was a snake in my DMs, but okay. But like I told Connor, I just want to entertain people and get paid in the process. So I guess I'm going to fence it like usual. Are you afraid to speak your mind? No. I just don't care who is right and who is wrong. I only care about the show and having fun making it. That's my mind.
Are you afraid to speak your mind? This is my mind. Wait, wasn't your mind that he was a snake?
Yeah.
Like, wait, what?
That was your mind.
Bro.
He was a snake.
Dude, he's changed his mind.
Yeah,
and this was before you went on Biggest Problem.
Yeah, this is all before. Yeah, so he calls me and we kind of go over a couple things, whatever, right? He does tell me that I shouldn't have gone on someone else's show. I should have done Lolcow Live. I said, okay, sure, fair enough. What I did tell him, as I said, look, Boogie, I'm not going to demand that you fucking stick your neck out for me. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, you must do it. But just really, like, think about this. Like, what, the guy's going to fire you if you say anything to him? Like, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah, that's true. Like, what, it's going to be Tommy next, and it's going to be me next, and then Wings? Like, damn, that's true. And so I think he interpreted me saying, I'm not going to demand you stick your neck out for me as, I guess then I can just, like, walk back my word. And even though I'd said Kim was being a snake, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter actually what's right or wrong. Because this guy won't be mad at me for it, then I'm just not going to do it. I said I'm not going to demand it, but he told me over the phone, I'm going to vote for you. I'm going to stick up for you. I think Keem is a snake. He told me that over the phone too. Even if I don't demand it, why are you going to lie to me over the phone and then switch up like the next day?
No, I told Connor exactly what I told the chat. And tell him,
I don't think so. I think you just gave Connor a video.
No, I told Connor exactly what I told the chat, which was, he said, because Connor's the one who brought it up, because at the end of the day, I bet you're more worried about the paycheck. And I'm like, absolutely. And I'm going to do everything I can to defend the paycheck. I don't want the show to fall apart. I'll go to bat for you if I can, but I don't think that's going to be a possibility.
And when it came down to it, you fucking folded like a 10.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, what I care about in this world more than anything, the reason I am still alive is because I like being an entertainer. I like entertaining people. I like this show.
You lied to Connor. You're never going to stick up for him. You just admitted it now.
No,
yeah, that's true. So this is the point, is that he lied to me, like, behind the scenes. He never was going to, because the moment that he, like, thought about it for more than a second, he was like, okay, I'm not going to do it. If he had told me over the call, like, something differently, or told me over text something differently, it'd be a totally different story. But don't tell me you're going to vote to keep me and Keem's being a snake and you're going to stand by my side and stick up for me and then just completely roll over. He just rolled over.
And how does siding with Keem protect the show? It's not Keem owning the show and then, like, employing these guys. The show's split, like, 4 ways equally in terms of ownership, right?
Well, if they got rid of Keem, Boogie would make more of a paycheck, honestly.
Yeah, literally. It helps the money.
Yeah, he's gonna
and with you, yeah, exactly. So it's like, how's that going with the money? The real answer is that he's afraid of Keemstar yelling at him.
Yeah.
But that doesn't really make sense either, because he let Keemstar yell at him and, like, get him on his hands and knees. I really don't get it.
Well, here's another thing he told me. I told him the thing that he did on your show where he was like, I'm going to fire Tommy and I'm going to, like, he was threatening to fire people and he was like, I'm the one who manages the money. Boogie had such huge nuts behind the scenes about this. He was like, well, really, the channel's under my name. If it really got down to it, like, I have the channel, like, I could just switch the AdSense, like, it's under my email, under my name, which it is. So he had the biggest nuts ever behind the scenes, like, basically saying, if I had to, like, I would stand up, like, this is fucked up, like, and then what, he's protecting, what is he choosing here? To continue bowing down?
He laid out a plan of his own volition. He brought this up, a plan for him to fucking yeet Keemstar from the show, get extra cash, and hire you back on, win-win-win. But his nuts shriveled up and he fucking became a little pussy? Like, what happened? What happened? It would have been more money for him. He wouldn't have had to go back on his word with what he said to you. Keemstar wouldn't be, like, yelling at him to go on his hands and knees. It's like he wants to get bullied by Keem. He wants Keem there to humiliate him.
Yeah, I think that's actually what it is. Well, because here's the thing too. It's like, okay, you can say, well, Keemstar is good for the show. He provides a lot for the show. I don't really know if that's even true. Like, I said this the other day on Biggest Problem in the Universe. I was like, I think Keemstar hinders the show. There's a lot of people who don't want to show up for him, right? Like Noel doesn't want to show up for him. I had some people asking me that. They were like, what is the deal with that? Like, why did you say Noel doesn't want to show up to Keemstar? Like, I've never heard that before. I thought they had a good relationship. And I have it right here. Noel, according to Wings, didn't want to come on the show because of Keemstar. Watch this, guys.
But I feel like the name of the show actually messes with us a lot, because like I tried to get Josh Moon to come on. Josh said basically this, like he doesn't want to promote Keemstar, and I was like, no, Keemstar won't be here. It's just gonna be me, Tommy C, and Boogie. And he's also like, you know, Keem owns it, mate. And if you want to start covering drama, you should change your name. You know, just imagine if my podcast was named The Fat Retard Show. Hey, would you like to be a guest on The Fat Retard Show?
Noel openly is DMing Wings saying, I don't want to promote Keemstar. He owns the show. Like, I don't want to fuck with that. He also says like the name is stupid, but there's two very clear reasons he doesn't want to be on the show. Now, maybe there's some other reasons. Maybe he doesn't want to promote Keemstar because he's going to get bullied or something. Like maybe he really doesn't care behind the scenes. I'm not 100% speaking for Noel, but I said that based off of this. I mean, he's saying I don't want to promote Keemstar and Keemstar owns it. So maybe there's more context that's missing. If that's true, I'll take the L. Like, fair enough. But that's why I said it. We have at least one person here who doesn't want to show up on the show to promote Keemstar, who would be a big guest.
If this came to a vote, I would vote to keep Connor right now.
It should have been
right now. And I will vote to keep Connor right now.
Okay, guys.
I don't even know what side Boogie's on anymore. I'm like, he's like, first he's like, I don't care. I won't vote either way. I'm going to fence it. It's about the money. I'm going to go with Keemstar to save the show for money. I'm going to support Connor. Like, I don't even know anymore, dude. I don't even know if he snaked you. He's supporting you.
He's like taking every position at once right now.
He isn't just fence sitting. He's fucking sitting on both sides of both fields and the fence all at once.
He's
with his
so
badass.
fat. He's just covering.
He's just sitting on the whole thing, man. He's on every side.
His fence sitting is just like expanded due to his fat. It's just everywhere all at once. Holy shit. Oh my God. It's so bad.
Okay.
But that's not an option. Doesn't matter.
Guys, it's not an option because here's the thing, right? You know, fucking people fuck with Wings and he lets them do it. People fuck with Boogie and you let them do it. Like, I don't let people fuck with me like that. I mean, he's fucking interrupt me, won't let me talk.
I won't let people fuck with me like, didn't he just say 5 minutes ago, I let him bully me for content? He admitted to that.
Dude, the contradictions. He's mooing. Boogie's saying he would vote Connor, but because of Keem, they're not allowed to have a vote, which basically means you're just voting Keem. I don't know why he's wording it that way. Like, Keem won't let me have a vote, but if I have voted, I would vote Connor. That's just saying you concede to Keem. What?
Yeah.
Don't fire people. Like, fight back. Do I fight back? I don't fucking try to fuck anybody
I know,
over.
but I'm not trying to fuck Connor over.
If you would have came to me and said, I can't work with that guy, I would have fought for him. I would have fought with him for him. But eventually, I would have thrown in the fucking towel and say, look, he can't work with you. What can I tell you, Connor?
Yep.
He doesn't like you.
Well, I mean,
if you were that upfront about it.
That's basically what happened. I can't, Tommy. I can't work with him. He's like calling me a retard and shit. I'm like, go fuck yourself. Like,
that really triggered him. Calling him a retard really triggered him for his own fuck up, by the way. His own fuck up. Okay.
Dude, he's like, it's a slur. Don't call me a slur. Like, he's actually adding so much power to the word retard.
Oh, fuck yourself, Connor.
You could have used that for content.
I know. I would have milked the ever living shit out of it. I know. But then, like, when I'm like, you're fired, he's like, no, I'm not. I'm like, at this point, you just challenged me, bro.
Wait, so this is why I'm fired then? Is because I said I'm not? That's why I'm fired?
I'm trying to be as open and honest as possible. And again,
he's trying to be as open and honest as possible. He said you were fired, and you say, no, I'm not. And he's like, oh my God, you challenged me? Now you're actually fired. I was just trying to be honest with him. Wait, but you just admitted that your first verbal, you're fired on my stream to Connor wasn't actually firing, and you only fired him after he talked back because he challenged you.
Yeah.
So you literally admitted to lying to him about being fired, and then said he actually got fired because of the clap back, and then right after says he's like open and honest. He's mooing! He's mooing!
Stampede. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
That's so bad. Yeah, you're right. It's so weird. He's like, now he's bringing up the fact I challenged him. That's the real reason I'm fired. So first, the real reason I was like, I should employ was, first it was Dr. Bad. Then it was because I went on someone else's show and was talking shit. Then it was because I interrupted him. Then it was because I called him a retard, which happened after. And then it was,
dude, it's literally moving the goalpost. Dude, this guy's moving.
Yeah, and then finally it's now because I challenged his ego. And that's now the reason. Okay.
Dude.
Joe fuck up wasn't even Connor's fault. It was mine. But I only found out after the fact. After he's interrupted me, calling me a retard. Da-da. He refused to have a fucking conversation with me and refused to let me say anything. He kept interrupting me.
Also, here's another thing. What's my last thing? We'll let it go after. We run the Lolcow Live podcast. We call each other fucking retards. This is like when Snort Horgan came to me and yelled at me for making fun of 8-Bit Eric. I'm like, you run a clip channel. We're bullies. We bully people. And then Connor bullies you a little and you get canned.
Snort Hogan.
Well, Snort Horgan came to me. Snort Hogan came to me and he said, he's getting all tough talk with
Tommy. Look at Keem's face, bro. He's like, oh, fuck, I'm getting owned.
He's like, how do I twist this? What narrative do I have to push here?
Dude, he's ruined. Why did he even respond, bro? He's just, dude, this is just so perfect, this reaction.
I really think he thought this would go over better because, like, I'm a bit spurgy sometimes, and also I have, like, some mistakes in the past with Lolcow Live. And so I think he thought that he would completely just dominate this narrative war. But he didn't expect it to backfire so hard. But he just looks like the biggest cow of all time. So he's really contemplating. He's like, "Fuck, what do I say here?"
It's a different scenario. It's not where like someone's coming on the show as a guest and I'm fighting with them and I'm like banning from the show. This is my employee. This is the editor of our show. It's a little different, Tommy.
Is it? Even though you've now admitted publicly that I needed to talk shit to you, like you let it happen for content because that's the point. And you're not a normal boss. You're a boss that uses me for content to talk shit. Is this a different scenario? Is it really?
It's not.
Yes, I understand that, but I mean, I never considered this like all right in a business sense. I didn't think this was a traditional business. This is Lolcow Live. We're a bunch of fucking bullies and Lolcows.
True. Also true. Tommy, total domination.
Dude, Tommy is so perfect for this, dude. He's letting everyone confront all the fucking criticisms we have. Yeah. You don't even need to be here, or you don't even need to be there to like fucking counteract because Tommy's going to bat for you, bro. Dude, he's a homie.
Yeah. Total king.
I get it. And right now, Tommy, there's a lot of support for Connor for how he got fired, and I get it, right? People are on his side. Yeah. But the week before that, they were begging me to fire him, like literally begging me.
So look at his eyes. His eyes are widening.
Dude, he's fucking going into rage, dude.
He's like,
dude, the Lolcow gene is activated, dude. Moo, his eyes are fucking widen, dude. He sees red and he starts bulling towards it.
He's like, I don't get it. They begged me to fire him and then I did. What the fuck? I can't possibly see how I'm reacting like a cow right now. I don't understand it. Yeah. I don't understand. What the fuck?
Like, it was all over the fucking Reddit. Every stream just fire Connor, fire Connor, fire Connor.
And then I did it, and all of a sudden I'm an asshole. What the fuck? Okay.
So it's like,
well, you're goofing on him. They're going to start goofing on me. You'll do the same thing.
So what I'm just being loud. What I'm
Wings W, Tommy
dude,
W.
even the traditional cows who traditionally get baited by their trolls or whatever are smart enough to be like, yeah, they're just shit talking.
Yeah, it is.
Dude, Keem is a fresh cow, so he's not used to all the fucking people laughing at his moves. But these guys know, dude.
Dude, they all know. They all know the truth.
Dude, they'll help coach Keem into coping with his new Lolcow label.
Actually, no.
I'm saying is the entire chat was saying fire him. So I'm going with that context of now he's fucking calling me retard. Like the guy literally had
he's so hung up on the word retard, bro. Holy shit.
That got under his skin really, really bad.
Dude.
And also, so he's saying that he's using the actual, like, the fans saying to fire me, he actually takes that into account, right? So I guess when they say to kick Wings off the show or to kick Tommy off the show, he really takes that context into account? Or is it all just people talking shit for content because it's funny? I don't know. Yeah, I guess he should fire the whole cast because they all say to fire them constantly.
Yeah.
They just need to be gone.
Had a fucking ego, bro. That was getting completely out of control.
Yeah,
it was getting so out of control. Like the whole you're fired, and he's like, no, I'm not. Like that alone, bro. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
Like I said, at least I can't argue anymore.
I mean,
you conceded.
100.
True, Tommy W. He conceded. It was completely my ego, and I just took the L. That's exactly what he conceded.
110%. The reason I rolled over so quickly is because I've known Keen. We know each other.
Rolled over so quickly. Why did you?
Dude, why even admit? Dude, he admitted to switching sides. He said he rolled over. You wouldn't roll over if you weren't on the other side initially, dude.
Yeah, he just admitted it.
Dude.
What the fuck, dude? Okay, let's listen to his reason. Let's listen to why he rolled over so quickly.
Why you rolled
110%. The reason I rolled over so quickly is because I've known Keen. We've known each other 12 years or longer. I was on the Bad Kids podcast, fucking when you were literally like nobody, right? I know how you work. I know how you operated. We've done stuff like the card game shit. I know how it's going to play out. You're going to get your way, and that's it. And I can make as big of a stink as I want, but there's no point in it. And I've got other shit to worry about right now. But the truth of the matter,
do you know how much respect he would gain if he like fucked Keemstar over for like being a Lolcow? Not even just from me. Like, I feel like the internet would just be like, holy shit.
Holy shit. Boogie like got on this podcast to be laughed at by Keem and then took his show from him. That's so badass. Like, Critical would make a video being like, so Boogie just grew a set of balls.
Yeah.
Like, it would go fucking viral, bro.
That would actually be like the most viral thing ever if Keemstar got kicked off of his own podcast by Boogie's huge.
Yeah, and he's like tantruming. Dude, the Keemstar Twitter videos, Boogie's a piece of shit. Boogie's like, quote, retweet Cope with his dumb, like, retard, like, obese profile pic.
Yes.
Oh my God. Dude. And everyone would be like, Boogie W. Dude, literally. But no, he has like Stockholm syndrome with Keem and likes being like whipped around and milked like a cow.
Holy shit, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, I think you're right. He literally cannot get enough. He's like, I've known you 12 years.
He's like, I've known you 12 years and you always get your way, master, so I don't care. Milk me more. Even though he could be like, have the biggest balls.
Yeah, and
dude,
I know
especially if he thinks he's gonna die soon, like, why not go out with a grand fucking being epic, dude? You know?
Yeah, and especially because I know that he has actively thought of the fact that he owns the channel and he could do it. It's not like this never crossed his mind. He told me that over the phone. So he knows this was an option, but he decided to roll over. Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
everyone would have respected you if you did that.
Dude, nice one.
The matter is, Connor is a talented editor. Once he got whipped into shape in January, he did a good job. But the reality of it is,
no, he was reliable.
He's better than me.
Oh, he was reliable. Whoa, hold on. Time out.
Whoa.
Connor's reliable now. What?
Dude, wait. He's reliable, but you fired him because you got called retard?
Yes.
But the reality of it is,
no, he was reliable.
He's better than me.
Connor is reliable, right? Forget Connor's fuck ups in January. He was reliable. He was on time. Things got done fastly. Good.
So he conceded more of the talking points that he's like the antis of me, the anti Connor is up to you. You're a bad editor. You were lazy. Your daddy Keem is sitting here admitting that I was reliable, which is true. I did my job. So what do you even have?
Okay. Skill wise as an editor, no. But being reliable is very important, and sometimes more important with a show like this. So,
but if you let me finish, but he is also young, and he just earned a very important lesson. Desi's first job, she earned this very important lesson too. You got to do what the boss
he's
tells
like
you.
little broing you.
Dude, he's little broing.
Dude, I know this is your first job, but.
Dude, the worst thing is like I've literally worked. I have many years working experience. I've worked for bosses. I've worked at certain locations 5 years at a time. It's all about the dynamic. This is a different fucking dynamic. The dynamic is, as Keem admitted, I bully him for content. And he bullies me. That's the fucking dynamic. So this like little bro rant about he learned a really valuable lesson. What are you talking about?
Dude, he just wants to compare you to Desi, dude. He just wants to bring up that Desi only had one job or just had her first job.
He had to make it about himself. And
dude, you're young, just like my girlfriend. I know how it is.
Holy shit, you're right. Yeah, my young girlfriend.
He's trying to relate, bro.
Holy shit.
Right? She earned this very important lesson too. You got to do what the boss tells you. And if the boss speaks back, or you speak back to the boss, you're probably going to lose the fucking job.
Are you?
I did tell him that.
Yeah.
I did tell him.
And on top of all that, we do have the new editor here. So quick pointers, guys. Give it to the new editor because he's here to listen and learn.
Don't fuck up. Don't make fun of the boss.
Okay,
Don't make fun of the boss.
Dude, W fucking Tommy. And Keem's already coping, dude. Look at that motion right there, dude.
Smile
He's already coping. He's like, what?
What, dude? Don't make
Dude,
fun
Tommy's
of
so good for the show because he knows Keem's a cow.
me. Yeah, don't
He
fuck up
knows.
and make fun of him because if you do, you're gone. Holy shit.
Can you do 2 shorts a day?
So he's asking this guy now, can you do 2 shorts a day? Why?
What if he
Isn't that-
says no? Isn't that his job? He
Yeah,
can't
his
say
job-
no.
His job is to do 2 shorts. Wait, so that means also he was taken onto the team without the same expectations that I had? So they're lowering the value of the job or what?
They're also coaching him on how to do his job after he's already done multiple videos for them and is already fired and it's live on the show. Like what? Like shouldn't he already know? Like why is Keem explaining the shorts thing to him when he should already know? If he's taking
did
over
he not
for you.
debrief him at all and like anything how the show goes? Also, I lost $500 because I didn't do my shorts for 2 weeks. So is this guy getting paid $1,500 a month for not if he can't post shorts? If he's not available, he's going to get paid $1,500 a month because that would be consistent, right? He shouldn't be getting $2K if he's not going to post shorts. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm not sure that we need to do 2 a day though. I would be so worried.
What?
Wait, fucking lightening his workload on purpose, dude. Isn't he a great editor? Wouldn't you want like as much content out from him as possible?
So just to be clear, the new editor is not required to make shorts, even though that was the biggest point of contention for me back in January, is because I didn't make shorts. Not only did I not make shorts, I didn't make shorts and they weren't posting for 20 days straight. That's when I didn't make shorts. They didn't post for 20 days straight. This guy, even though they're active, he's not required to do it anymore. That's just, we've just conceded that need. I mean, I don't even have words for that. It's just incredible.
I'm telling you guys right now, you don't know this because you just met Tuba, but Tuba has skills that far exceed like what Connor's been able to do, but he doesn't have the knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, far exceeds, dude. What? He literally fucked up the dude. The cope is wild with this guy, bro.
It's
it's absolutely wild.
Exceed what Connor
Keemstar,
but
the next day we did by Connor, and oh boy,
Damn,
It's entertainment. Well, you can't stick to one fucking subject.
I still talk about
far exceed.
We got ADD, baby. We got ADD. We got ADD. This is the ADD episode.
Tammy's like last 4 boyfriends, like 3.
This is what we got to work with. Okay.
dude.
Amazing.
As soon as he learns this community, learns the inside jokes and whatnot, he's going to absolutely crush, and he's going to be able to make some.
Dude, the audio will work.
I'm gonna help him with that. So if we talk about what we got to do, but we got to write down something niche, and then we got to get him the videos for.
He's also putting more work because I'm fired now. Tommy's openly saying this is the truth. He's putting more work on the cows. Keem's ego has put work on Tommy C and Boogie now because they have to send the references over to this guy. They have to remember where they recorded, write down references for everything that they reference in the podcast, and then send it over to this guy because he doesn't know. That's what Tommy's trying to say here. What was the point
The
of that?
cows need a revolt, dude. They need to kick Keem out of the
They need to stampede and stampede his ass out.
Yeah, they need to stampede his ass out of the barn, dude.
Holy
this
shit.
is too much.
A lot of the fans are mad at you. Anything you want to say to the fans?
We'll do better next week. I got your back.
That's what an employee's supposed to say.
Wow.
What? Okay. Wow.
It's a hug box. It's a hug box. That's what it's become. It's become a hug box. Watch. I think I did see this last part. He literally starts physically hugging himself. Like he's openly just in a hug box. Watch this. Watch this.
Yes. The validation.
Yeah. Taking notes, Connor.
Oh my God. I feel.
Oh my God.
Thank you, Tuba. I appreciate
Dude,
it.
I feel. What a pussy, dude.
Look at him hugging himself.
Oh
I'm in
my
hug
God.
box.
I feel so good. I feel so much better. But I felt bad when I got called a retard. Facts don't care about your feelings, bitch. Little pussy SJW. Sore.
You were a retard for the fucking
Sore.
document.
You got slapped around by Connor.
Dude,
XA.
XAW. Total XA victory.
I feel. Thank you, Tuba. I appreciate you. Oh my God, I feel so much better.
You.
Oh my God, I thought it was. I thought it was going fucking
Pussy.
crazy. I thought your employees were supposed to call you a fucking
You are
retard.
crazy.
They should when you're being
We
a
are.
retard.
We should call you a retard.
When you're being a retard, you should. You actually
Yeah.
should be called one.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I hate the whole term employees. I'd tell them motherfucker to lick my ass.
Amazing.
God almighty.
All right.
I have authority
I'm
issues.
done.
So that's the end of it.
Dude, what a great showing, dude.
That's literally the end of it. So, wow. Incredible reaction from Keemstar. He conceded quite literally everything. I mean, he was mooing the whole time. He was stampeding the whole fucking
Dude, he's fucking mooing all day long.
Holy shit. He's just
still banning
nonstop.
posts from the subreddit.
Yeah, I think he still is. I don't know. I mean, he
Still
banned all the
blocking
posts from
people.
blocking people, like fucking kick him out of the YouTube. He cannot
Yeah,
take
he's
it.
still tweeting about you.
Oh,
he
yeah, he
tweeted
is.
on
Oh,
the
yeah.
Lolcow after this.
We gotta watch that. Yeah.
The new thing. So the editor, I mean, Keem might have a point about his editing skills because he didn't care about the show, but Keem definitely made sure that this quick little video owning you was well edited.
Yeah, he instead of paying for shorts for the show, this is what he did, a Twitter video.
Yeah, dude.
Connor then and now, spelled my name wrong by the way. For like the millionth time. Here we go.
The docket was bad. There was nothing to react to.
What the fuck are you talking about? You're reading the Reddit. The whole point of the fucking show is the Reddit. What are you talking about?
But the docket was trash. The docket was
reading
trash.
the Reddit post. What are you retarded?
What the fuck?
So the second he gets called retard,
The docket was.
it cuts to McDonald's the second he gets called retard. Again, the honing in on the word retard. He is so...
Dude, he
Don't call me a slur. Don't call me a slur. Where's your blue hair, bitch? Wait, you don't have any hair to dye, so it's impossible. Never mind.
Dye your beard blue, you fucking SJW bitch.
Yeah, dye your beard pink, you fucking...
You fucking retard pussy. Fuck you. Holy shit.
And McDonald's pays better than Lolcow anyway, so...
Dude, McDonald's fucking average wage better than Lolcow.
Yeah, and Boogie and Wings will actually be there to McDonald's on time. Unlike fucking Lolcow.
They'll show up every day, dude.
Yeah, they'll show up every day and eat up Connor's burgers, dude.
Holy fucking shit. Yeah, dude. McDonald's
Yeah.
fun. Send it
So
over.
all the money you make from Lolcow goes back to Connor's pocket and tips instead.
Yeah, for tipping me for the McDonald's service, bro. Holy shit.
That's
man.
how hungry they are, dude. They don't
Dude.
even care to count the money. They just put a fucking they just put a big $20 bill. They're like, I don't care if this was $17.
They probably put in 100.
I don't care
bro.
if this
It's the amount they order.
Here's 100. I'm rich from Lolcow. Just give me whatever will fill me up.
Dude, yeah.
Oh my god.
Such an L, bro.
Shovel the food in my mouth.
Dude. Yeah. My favorite part too is that all the replies are like shitting all over him. Vito, you idiots can't even spell Connor. BTFO'd. Connor are too good of a worker for the show. True. W. Time to get in the cow trailer, Keem. You must join the herd. Oh, and this one is my favorite. Toastify posted this hilarious tweet. The stream docket before and after Keemstar saw it, showing the Grace Thor post and the fact he edited it out.
Dude.
And you might think
that actually works better. Like he copied and parodied his caption, but that like works better.
Yeah.
Unironically than whatever he showed.
Yeah, and you might think, oh, this is a funny meme. They're talking shit. Look what happened here. I saw this in the quote tweets. Blocked.
Dude,
for this.
Oh my god, so soft.
Blocked for making a
Like,
troll post
This
about
guy
Grace Thor.
trembles like as soon as any
How-
fucking bad word gets near him, dude.
How is this not like tipster level Lolcow? How is this not? You make some sort of gay meme, you're like, oh, look at this meme, like the commentary community is stupid. Someone memes on you back saying, like, don't you like lolly or some weird shit, like say like some aren't you like fat? Don't you order 2 orders of Jack in the Box every time you go? And then you get blocked by Tipster.
No, Tipster has a thicker skin than Keemstar when it comes to blocking.
Really?
Like Tipster has a thin skin, especially like as time has went on. Keemstar literally blocks over like if he thinks you disagree with him, he'll block like instantly. Like the skull emoji was enough for me to get a block, right?
Yeah.
Whereas with like Tipster, like it has to be like a little more blatant. Like someone could tell Tipster like, "Hey, I disagree with you," and he'll just like respond and be like,
Well,
"You're a Nazi."
Yeah.
I don't know, but maybe they're both thin-skinned. But I don't know. Like Keemstar's definitely the most like soft I've ever seen him in a while.
Yeah. The fact he blocked Toastify over this fucking meme is like, incredible. Also, it means that he was, you know what's so funny about this? It means that he was on his main Keemstar account, reading all the replies, reading every single reply, saying it's an L, saying he's a cow. And then and then he saw this and said, fuck you, and blocked him on his main account, by the way. Not even the Lolcow Live account, on his main.
He probably blocked him on both.